Hello, students. In case you didn't know what day it was, it's Thursday, January the 7th, 2016, and here are your TOPS announcements. Oh, I'm using this thing today. I'm using my lanyard. So we're doing a club drive next week. That means if you want to join a club, that's your time to do so. I will be posting a list of clubs and what they're all about and who to contact to become part of it, all of that good stuff next week. Join a club. Get to know people. If you want to start a club, you can let me know that next week, too. Miss Eubanks has sent out a service opportunities mission to you guys, and I'll just look at that email and let you know what it says. I should have brought that up earlier. But basically what she wants you to do is to create a network of service opportunities for students across the state. And we need your help because we only live in one part of the state. So tell us about service opportunities in your area. If you're out and about or looking through a newspaper or even just hear about a service opportunity, let us know. You can take a picture or type up the details or whatever, and we'll actually give you 15 minutes of service credit for every service opportunity you send. It's like one of those jobs that you get for selling steak knives. So yeah, send us your service opportunities. We'd love to hear about them, and that's a kind of a good way to build community among the people in your community, especially other top students. There is a Tri-City service opportunity that Miss Eubanks sent you, so make sure that you know about that if you live in the Tri-Cities area. And these are teen advisory group meetings, and they happen at the Jonesboro Library at 6:30 p.m. on Tuesday, January the 12th. And also, that's on January the 11th, and at the Gray Library. I don't even know where the Gray Library is. I grew up in Gray. But I know where it used to be. It used to be in a little trailer next to the school, but I don't know where it is now. But you can Google that and figure it out. But 6:30 on January the 12th, and teens are invited to do this. You can get work experience, meet new friends, earn volunteer hours, and they provide you with refreshments, which are probably like Oreos and Kool-Aid. And you'll be probably encouraged to dip your Oreos into the Kool-Aid. That happened to me when I was a kid. It's terrible. Why would they tell us to do that? I think they were playing a joke on us. You need to double check your courses and make sure. We found this has been the worst it's ever been for people being in the wrong thing and all of that, and it's nobody's fault. With the way we're doing things now. Before we did everything manually, like if I enrolled students in a course, I would manually enroll a student in a course. Now I'm relying on computers to make it happen, which means I'm putting a student in PowerSchool, and the PowerSchool's talking to Canvas and putting the kid in there. So what can happen sometimes, or what did happen, I wasn't as cautious about it because I didn't know to be, and I would put a student in a class, and it would put them in that class, and then I'd be like, oh, and then change your schedule, but they would still be in that class from before. So we're still figuring all that out. It'll be a lot cleaner next time we do it, but just make sure you're in your right classes. Make sure it matches up with PowerSchool. At this point, if you're in the wrong classes, it's your fault, not ours, because you need to be responsible, vigilant, that sort of thing. If you're a senior, Ms. Sittlemeyer will be sending you an email about filling out your FAFSA, and that's your federal student aid thing that you need to fill out no matter where you're going to college, or even if your parents are like billionaires, you still need to fill this out and apply for student aid. It's just part of the whole college process. It's definitely part of the Tennessee Promise process. So fill that out as soon as you can. You probably want a parent to help you with that because you do need their financial information. Graduation ceremony is May the 20th at 7 p.m. It happens at Fairmount Elementary School. Lindsay has sent out an email about that. You need to let us know if you're coming or not, because we do provide refreshments, and we need to know. I mean, it's like a wedding. We need an RSVP so we know how many people to feed. But just let us know if you're coming to the graduation ceremony, if you're graduating. If you're a visitor, we kind of allow for those, so you don't have to let us know. But seniors who are walking across the stage, we definitely need to know so we can have the best graduation ceremony possible. All right, start doing a new thing, which is a vocabulary word of the day, because I want to build up your vocabularies. And today's word of the day is shibboleth. And shibboleth is a very interesting word. It just means like a slogan for a specific group of people, or maybe a wide-held belief by a certain group of people. The etymology of the word is pretty fascinating because it comes from Hebrew, and there were two groups that were fighting one another, and one were from Gilead and one were from Ephraim, and the Ephraimites invaded Gilead, and they had to cross this river, and they got beat, and they had to cross back. And the people in Gilead pronounced the word shibboleth, and the people in Ephraim pronounced the word sibboleth. And so as they were crossing the river, and back then people didn't wear uniforms, they just wore whatever, big robes, big terry cloth robes. I don't know what they wore, but anyway, they didn't wear uniforms to identify themselves as a military force. And so they would say, hey, what's that? How do you pronounce that? And if they said sibboleth, they would get killed on the spot. And if they said shibboleth, they would be allowed to pass because they knew that they were from Gilead. So that's where that word comes from. And I'm just plucking these from the Merriam-Webster Word of the Day. This actually was the Word of the Day for 2 days ago. I should have stuck with that, but I was excited about this word, so I stuck with the one from 2 days ago. So yeah, get to know your language. Thought for the day. Did I have a thought for the day? Well, it's just more about being successful and getting all your work done. One of the things that we're doing this semester is different. I actually have a group of middle school students from our local middle school who are taking a gaming course. And one thing I noticed is that these students are pretty much done with their work for the week and for next week. And these are middle school students. So please don't be outclassed by middle school kids. Get your work done. Do your work. If you're a senior, please, I don't need any more gray hair in here. I definitely don't need more up here. Just graduate. Do your work. Don't fall behind. Don't procrastinate. I don't know. Seniors drive me crazy because it's like, oh yeah, I'm almost finished, so I'm going to quit. What? Why? Why would you do that? Why wouldn't you just work ahead and get done? That's what other people have done. Why wouldn't you just get finished with it? Be finished, be done, be graduated, be happy, be proud, be celebrated at home, be emancipated and move out and get an apartment and eat Funyuns with your friends and, do all those things. Just don't give up. Have a great semester. Have a great week. I'll probably see you tomorrow.